I'm good.
In accordance with Section 5 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975, notice of this meeting was posted on the bulletin board designed for that purpose, and notice was transmitted to the official newspapers provided by resolution adopted January 7th, 2023. Meeting notice has been continually posted on the Borough website. May I have a roll call?
Yes, Mayor. Council President Morgan?
Here.
Councilwoman Phillips?
Here.
Councilwoman Egbert?
Here.
Councilman Otteson?
Here.
Councilwoman Russo?
Here.
Councilman Pagan?
Here.
And Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing nothing on the caucus session, we'll move right into our regular meeting. And we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. All right, I'll now open it for public comment on caucus and agenda items only. That's public comment on caucus and agenda items only. Not seeing any public comment, I'll close the public comment portion and move into the approval of the minutes of the February 7th, 2023 work session meeting. May I have a motion for the approval of the minutes of the February 7th, 2023 work session meeting?
Beginning of executive session. And
Motion by Councilwoman Egbert, may I have a second?
Pagan, second.
Second by Councilman Pagan, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstained?
Abstain.
An abstention by Councilwoman Russo. Next, I'll ask for the approval of the executive session minutes of February 7th, 2023 work session meeting. May I have a motion for the approval of the executive session minutes, please? Motion by Councilman Otteson, may I have a second?
Egbert, second.
Second by Councilwoman Egbert, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstained?
Russo, abstain.
Abstention by Councilwoman Russo. All right, moving into council member reports. I'll start down at the end there. Councilwoman Phillips.
Thank you, Mayor. I will give the January update. I just realized that wasn't on. The January update with respect to the fire department. There were a total of 54 calls for service in January, 25 calls in Haddon Heights, 22 in Barrington, 3 mutual aid, 4 to 295. So great statistics, obviously taking on more than one call per day. It seems to be pretty fairly split between Barrington and Haddon Heights. I believe the shared service is still going great. We thank Chief Hales for his continued efforts in that regard. And that is all I have because I believe Councilman Addison is going to handle the police update.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Phillips. Councilwoman Egbert.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. So I just wanted to give a shout out to the Haddon Heights School District, specifically our superintendent, Carla Bittner, and also mayor and council for putting together an Eagles and Hassan Reddick pep rally that was held for the whole community. It was held on the Friday before the Super Bowl at the high school, attended by all the elementary school children, junior high, high school, live streamed to the community. Some of the community members were able to watch from outside of the facility, and lots of media coverage. It went really, really well. The mayor did an amazing job getting the crowd excited, and Hassan Reddick himself had video recorded a message for the Garnet community, and it was very well done. So kudos to everybody involved, but specifically the school district, Councilwoman Regina Phillips, Mayor Zachary Houck, for helping to put that together and making it a great success. The 4th of July Planning Committee has started preparing for the annual 4th of July parade. That is sort of just ongoing from now through the event. Parks and Rec Committee did meet. HHYA signups for softball and baseball have begun. I believe they're closing in the next 2 days, so make sure to get those signups in. Everybody on the call was able to kind of talk about the spring sports and kind of what's happening there. Also, the summer rec program is going to be up and running again this summer. starting to take registrations for that shortly. And I believe that concludes my update.
Thank you, Councilman Egbert. Council President Morgan?
Thank you, Mayor. I guess first I do want to thank Councilwoman Egbert, Mayor, and all my other colleagues on council who worked on preparing and organizing the pep rally event, as well as everybody in the school district who helped with that. It was great. I couldn't attend it, but from all accounts, including the kids, it was a great event, and it's great to see something like that bring the town together. So thank you for all involved for those efforts. Another news, we had the planning board meeting the February planning board meeting last Thursday. During that meeting, the planning board appointed the solicitor for the planning board, which is now Parker McKay. For those who don't recall, there was an issue with regard to submissions for that position at the beginning of the year, so that position was not addressed during the reorganization meeting in January. The Parker McKay has now been sworn in as solicitor for the planning board. Other than that, that's all. That's it for my report.
Council President Morgan? Councilman Osborne?
Okay, on the police side, we had 4,031 miles driven, 1,209 calls for service, 16 arrests, 17 accident investigations, 32 ACS complaints, and 162 motor vehicle summonses issued in the last month. And the only other thing I have to report is we did get the application for the Department of Environmental Protection for the testing to be done at Devon Avenue. Thank you to the mayor for help and also for Kelly for putting the package together.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Osborne. Councilwoman Russo?
Thank you, Mayor. First, I want to start off by thanking Kelly Santuso and Julie for their help in communicating to our community about the trash and recycling changes in the schedule. That has been in effect since February 1st. Seems like it's gone pretty smoothly. I mean, I haven't heard of many people. I haven't heard of any complaints. So, I mean, that's pretty remarkable considering we're changing people's schedules. So, huge kudos to our community for their flexibility, as well as to our administrative staff that have been able to communicate that message so clearly and in so many different places. And that was a lot of work, so I appreciate that. Second, I think Kelly mentioned this at the last meeting, but we have gone through and interviewed the local aid grant consultant selection team, or consultants that we are able to select from. These are a list of pre-qualified consultants through the county's local aid program. They're available to us through that program for our Missing Sidewalks grant. So we'll be moving forward with that probably at the next meeting. So excited to progress that and start to move in the right direction of getting that awarded, and then so we can continue with our design. And then last but not least, I know that Craig and Bob Associates will probably be mentioning this later, but really wanted to highlight our Station Avenue. We had our pre-construction meeting last week, and we're looking at construction starting in the spring of 2023. Hopefully as soon as spring break, always contingent on weather as well as other things. So this is Station Avenue from the White Horse Pike to the Atlantics. It's not going to be between the two Atlantics. That'll come at a later date. And then further down by the Cannons, we'll have some of the construction down by the Dell, and then by Glover Drive. So really excited to see that project moving forward for our town. So I think that's it.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Councilwoman Russo. And Councilman Bagan?
Nothing to report.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you. Under the mayor's report, just a quick update on redevelopment. We have a new redevelopment council, Emily Gibbons, who you're familiar with, who served as our planning board solicitor for a number of years. She's now moved over to redevelopment council, and we are underway with negotiations for 501 Station Ave, St. Mary's, And I believe there's a few others that are in the works I saw as of this week with emails back regarding starting the process. So good news on that front. We've involved HPC. We brought a couple liaisons from HPC in to just give some initial feedback to these redevelopment projects to help provide some guidance. So far, it's been a really successful process. I appreciate Councilwoman Phillips' help in this, as well as Councilwoman Russo. In addition, I want to thank, I think credit has not been given to Councilwoman Egbert for all of her efforts in that pep rally, because though Councilwoman Phillips and myself did attend, I think you truly worked very closely with school districts, so I appreciate all of your hard work on that. Also, appreciation to Councilman Addison for finally moving the Devon Ave project forward. That was a huge step in getting that grant application in, and I think we're excited to see the final maybe close out that project that's more than a decade old. So, solid work by all. And finally, I just want to show appreciation to Chief Hales, who's in the room, for all your hard work with the fire department. You and your team have been doing a great job with this consolidation effort in the last 2 months. I know Rome was not built in a day, so there'll be ups and downs, but you guys do a great job. I appreciate all that. So, with that, that is the mayor's report. Unfinished business, seeing none. I'll move into new business. Resolution 2023-63, a resolution authorizing the Borough of Haddon Heights to enter into the Cranford Police Cooperative Pricing Systems ID 47 CPCPS. Resolution 2023-64, a resolution approving certified list of fire department volunteers eligible for length of service award programs LOSAP for the year 2022. Resolution 2023-65, a resolution amending resolution 2023-33, resolution concerning appointments. Resolution 2023-66, resolution authorizing payment of bills and claims for the second half of February. Resolution 2023-67, resolution providing for the meeting not open to the public in accordance with the provisions of New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12, 1, matters related to stipend payments in general, and 2, matters related to application for the SAFER grant for the fire department. Discussion is expected to be approximately a half-hour in duration. Formal action may be taken on the foregoing items following executive session. Finally, Resolution 2023-68, a resolution amending Resolution 2022-150, authorizing the mayor to execute a shared service agreement between the Borough of Haddon Heights and the County of Camden in conjunction with the Governor's Council on Alcoholism and Drug Abuse, and the Division on Mental Health and Addiction Services, DMHAS Youth Leadership Grant. May I have a motion for those resolutions, please?
Take a motion.
Motion by Councilman Fagan, may I have a second? Seconded by Councilwoman Egbert, may I have a roll call? Vote?
Yes, Mayor. Council President Morgan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Phillips,
Yes.
Councilwoman Egbert,
Yes.
Councilman Addison,
Yes.
Councilwoman Russo,
Yes.
Councilman Pagan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And before we recess into executive session, any public comment? Public comment on anything at all? Not seeing any, we'll close public comment and we'll recess into executive session. Craig, I think we're good. Go with me. I think you're good. Everybody's hanging on in the world.
Our ratings are
Should I do
down.
that again?
I'll do something.
Council members, now that the camera's up and running, may I have a motion to come out of executive session?
Russo, so moved.
Motion by Councilman Russo, I have a second by Councilman Kagan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstaining? All right, thank you. Council members, not seeing any items on our agenda to act on. May I have a motion for adjournment? Motion by Councilwoman Egbert, may I have a second?
Take a second.
Second by Councilman Pagan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstaining? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.